And tonight on our Great American panel, he's the editor of the National Review, syndicated columnist, Fox News contributor Rich Lowry is here. She is a national independent editor for Go Vote Democratic strategist. Marjorie Clifton is with us. He is the president of the Penn Financial Group, author of The Next Great Bull Market. Business expert Matt McCall is here. All right, so everyone agrees Sarah Palin's not running?
I agree.
She's not running? Not running? Okay. So as a follow-up to the vetting we had of the President's Association with Radical Professor Bell of Harvard, and introducing and hugging him, and then finding out that Professor Bell supported Farrakhan. His model is that my model is live to harass white people, the white boys, all terms he's used. We had Sarah Palin on the program. After that appearance, the Obama campaign goes after, well, this show, Breitbart, and Governor Palin in an ad. She's not running. Let's roll the ad.
Barack Obama has never been, I think, seen in the conventional, traditional way of we who would describe a man of valor. And his profession as a community organizer, what went into his thinking was this philosophy of radicalism. He is bringing us back, Sean, to days that you can harken back to days before the Civil War. What Barack Obama seems to want to do is go back to before those days when we were in different classes based on income, based on color of skin. Why are we allowing our country to move backwards?
The person that Professor Bell was hugging said his model is to live to harass white people. And it's on tape, and we played it. Is Sarah Palin right? I believe that was accurate. Why are they going after Sarah Palin?
She's completely accurate. If you think about this, you know, our country's moving in the right direction for a very long time, Sean. All of a sudden now we have class warfare. We have now, it's a race card. I mean, everything's about race these days. And look who Obama associates himself with. So, you know, you take the race, you take the fact that he's Robin Hood in my mind, stealing from the rich, giving to the poor. We are moving backwards. I mean, this country is where we are based on this.
Well, I mean, absolutely want to hear what Sarah Palin, they're going to go after Sarah Palin because she is a voice for Republicans. And she's a voice for women.
What about the president associated with, you know, Alinsky, Acorn, community organizing, Flager, Wright, Ayers, Dorn, and Professor Bell, who says he supports Farrakhan, and my model is to live to harass white people? Wait a minute. Does that bother you?
Well,
does that bother you? That's
what I will say is that as President of the United States, he was not planning to be President of the United States, probably when he was head of the Harvard Law Review, and I would bet that any of us in college, graduate school, or where else, I do not know.
You stay friends with Jeremiah Wright. Does that bother you?
Yes, but okay.
It does bother you.
No, it does not bother me.
No, that he sat in Wright's pews for 20 years. GD America, America's chickens have come home to roost.
Dare we go through the lineup of association of Republicans as well? And this is what, you know, this is playing party politics.
We're talking about the President of the United States, and it's okay with you. Would you want your daughter or your son to sit on a board with Bill Ayers? Would you want your son Would you want him to start their career in the home of Bill Ayers, unrepentant terrorist, and Bernardine Norm? Would you want your children to be there?
Again, how much have you vetted the history of?
How much would you want your kids to start their career there?
My children will have whatever career they want, and I don't think that I do not think it is fair to associate. Guilt by association is not a fair way. We haven't done that with Palin. We haven't done that with anyone else.
Welcome to Hannity, by the way.
I will get 3 words in, I promise. It's going to happen.
Look, Sean,
that's the line of the year for crying out loud.
Choose the topic. Just throw it out. There you go.
The double standard is so incredible. If you had any Republican politician who had any association whatsoever with a right-winger who had these kind of racialist views, he would be drummed from public life. There's just no question.
Ron Paul. Remember Ron Paul's own writing?
Right, Ron Paul was running. Let me ask you this question.
Same example.
Michelle Obama is going to be on David Letterman. Okay, David Letterman said that Sarah Palin was talked up by A-Rod and made the comment about, quote, the slutty flight attendant look. The president's lecturing us on civility. The president his PAC took $1 million from Maher. What do you make of that double standard?
Well, Letterman apologized, at least for the thing about
Maher never apologized.
Palin's daughter. Maher doesn't apologize for anything. I think he's a poisonous influence in American life, and I don't think anyone respectable should go on his show.
Well, David Axelrod
pulled out
for politically expedient, but they still kept the $1 million. I think I said this earlier. Rush Limbaugh, all he needs to do is give $1 million to the PAC. He can say whatever he wants about it.
I would love to see a Republican return $1 million. I don't care who it comes from, but I think it's a very.
The president said.
begging for $3 from anybody? You think he's going to give money back?
Well, listen, what I have to say about, I thought it was a good choice for Axelrod.
Did the president say lead by example on this issue of civility?
Yes.
Is he leading by example by taking Bill Maher, who uses the C word against Sarah Palin and the T word? Is he leading by example?
Listen,
that's a question.
No. But here's what I would say.
Yes or no question.
Well, here's what I would say is that there's not everything isn't always black and white. But I would say that he is an entertainer. He is not a political commentator.
That is a cop-out. $1 million is a political donation. His show is political. He hates Republicans and conservatives and loves liberals.
Yep.
Last word.
This country, the way it is right now, the liberals can get away with it. It's okay to be radical, and that needs to change right now.
As with we got Limbaugh.
We'll take a break. More with our great American panel right after the break. Straight ahead. And before we continue with our panel, we look at our text vote results tonight. We asked if you thought that Mitt Romney would be the inevitable GOP nominee. 63% of you said yes, 30% said no, and 7% are not sure. All right, thanks for all of you for voting, and we continue with our great American panel. All right, Florida Democrats, the decision to fly an American flag with Obama's portrait on it is sparking outrage. Let's take a look, as you can see right there. Now, here is people responding to this and saying, excuse me, this is in violation of the code. Watch this.
We want to do it in our own time, and we'll check it out.
You're in violation of the code.
And I'm saying I will check it out.
We'll take it down for you and put
No,
that
you
up.
will not. This is private property.
Well, watch us take it down.
Just laughing the loudest. Why?
This doesn't go far enough. I think we need to get Obama as a Statue of Liberty holding the torch. We need to get him in the Iwo Jima Memorial, the guy raising the flag. But look, she obviously knew nothing about the federal flag code, and to her credit, eventually, after giving it some thought, and at the urging of these vets, she took it down, which was the right thing.
But she also said she may put it back up at the same time. She's not backing back. This reminds me of North Korea, where you take, Kim Jong-il was everywhere. Now you're putting him on a flag. You're facing the American flag. That's a vet asking you who fought for our country.
American capitalism at its best, it's creating markets. And I think actually by the media covering this, they had apparently only sold about 50 of these flags. Now it's just blown up. It's a company in China. Okay. Also, the same company that makes the
made in China?
Yeah, it's made in China.
Let's go to the issue Matt mentioned earlier, and that is that the Obama campaign, Jim Messina, campaign manager, admitting that if the general election were, in fact, we'll put it up, held today, that President Obama would lose to Mitt Romney, according to the latest polls. Now, he's at 41% approval rating in the CBS Times poll, and I think it was, 45% in the other poll that came out this week. In Rasmussen, Romney beats Obama by 5 points.
And I think they're scared.
And they won $3.
They're pushing now, and they basically came out and said, we need your $3, using a scare tactic, unless you want Mitt Romney to be your president. So they're saying they're trying to scare us. But is this any surprise from this administration? They've been using scare tactics for the last 3 years to get them behind. You agree behind them?
Oh, I think this is motivating voters. The thing is we've been watching.
It's motivating liberals. It's not voters. Independents. The president's losing. Young people is losing.
And you have a large percentage of undecided Republicans and Republicans who aren't satisfied with the candidate choices. And right now we've been watching the fist fight between.
They will not
Santorum.
be voting for Obama.
Well, we've been watching Santorum.
They will not be voting for Obama. Mississippi and Alabama will go for the nominee regardless.
The best part about that New York Times poll, it shows during this whole bogus attack about a war on women that Republicans are waging, Obama's numbers according to that poll from February to now went down 12 points. And according to that poll, a majority of women think religious institutions should be exempted from this mandate. So it shows the whole
What are the top three?
thing
I think
would be a fizzle.
Gas prices, he's losing. This war on women, accusing Republicans, has backfired. Freedom of religion, all backfired.
But when you're going to go pull the poll in November, are you voting on this women topic? I mean, you're really not.
Well,
you're
wait,
voting
hold on.
fact,
women are voting on the women topic.
Yeah, but he's losing women.
I don't think so.
No, but Republicans have never won women.
We're out of time. You did great on your first.
43%. 43%. McCain.
Let us let not your heart be troubled. Greta's next. If you want to join us on Twitter, it's at Sean Hannity. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Tonight, former Speaker